All right, everybody, over to another episode of Quick Convo with Digi. Why am I yelling? So you can fucking hear me. And I'm tired to turn the volume up to 200 when I hit it.
Right.
I'm gonna get a microphone soon, y'all. And the more y'all support, the more it gives me incentive to spend on this shit. But today we have an associate. I ran into him like once or twice. We never really got to hang out. Young Reggie Bishop right here.
Hey, what's happening?
And man, he's an amazing DJ. He gets booked a lot. I was surprised he was available. I thought he'd be sleeping off last night.
Nah, I'm here. I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you, dude.
But y'all know me, I usually ask the question ahead of time. Mind if I smoke?
Do your thing.
All right.
We'll partake.
And the second part, which he's not aware of, he will be in a second. But we're going to get down to the nitty gritty first. How's quarantine been for you?
Bittersweet. I was able to continue working. I got like a morning job, shit, like in February, and someone was telling me to go and get another job, just in case the shit slow down, just to make extra bread. I wasn't thinking. I was booked sometimes 4 to 7 days a week. It just depends. Doing 2-3 gigs in one day. Shout out Dos Amigos for showing love early on, and you know what I'm saying, and shout out DJ Lotta for plugging me in a lot of gigs. So it's been alright.
Definitely shout out DJ Lotta.
Yeah, shout out DJ Lotta.
Mm-hmm. Lot of names.
Lot of names. Another homie named Lotta too. Shit, man. I wasn't in one thing that wasn't affected. Two things that were really affected. I wasn't able to go to the gym like I was doing because I was really kind of building my IG page and showing like my workout. I was gonna start doing a second page of workouts and shit. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't able to do that shit. I'm really not like an outdoorsy person all the time, like workout type shit. So I wasn't able to do that shit.
As a black man, I hate to say these words together, but prison workouts, nigga.
Right. Basically,
I've been here doing prison workouts.
Right, that's all I was able to do. All my gigs, my last gig, I had one gig in the middle of quarantine, which is kind of like Cinco de Mayo, Dos Amigos, and it was so packed, they had to tell niggas like, do not come in no more. They had to put everybody like on the patio. So it was cool to be around people, but I still kind of got that anxiety, like, oh, it's mad people here, bro, like coming 7 deep.
Oh yeah, man. Like, don't be fooled, y'all. Mostly Atlanta has not been locked down.
It really never stopped.
Motherfuckers been meeting up, going to Stone Mountain, doing group yoga, all types of dangerous shit. Yeah. And then be like, the news is reporting false numbers. How? Y'all are the reason the numbers are up. It's not false numbers, nigga. It's you.
Yeah. My shit didn't stop. I was an essential worker. I use quotations because they really didn't give you no extra pay for that shit.
They did. Like, most people did not get hazard pay for y'all people who think they did. They did not.
Yeah, the owners of my job, they got the hazard pay, sold the business to their cousin, and got the fuck on. So,
yeah,
we didn't get none of that shit.
So let y'all know how coronavirus is actually going. Only people that really eating right now is on unemployment. True. Got laid off. I got laid off first week. Ain't looked back at a job since, bro. Damn. I'm talking about like first week of March. I've been laid off, bro. Damn, and it's about to be July. Damn. And my job is back open and have not contacted most of the new hires. I was a new hire.
Okay. That's bullshit.
Yeah, but
shit, you take that money.
Yeah, I'm gonna take your money and go support Tupelo Honey, y'all. They're actually great people. They're just trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. Yeah. It's not a black-owned company. Definitely shot black-owned first. But there's some hippies from Asheville. Come on, bro. You gotta love the hippies from Asheville. Yeah. Yeah. Grateful Dead were not racist people. They were hot.
Shout out Asheville. I DJ'd out there a few years ago when I was on tour with Big Boy. That's a really nice town. It's like, if you've never been in from Atlanta, imagine Little Five on steroids. Like,
exactly. I lived out there for like 3 months. I mean, I think it was like 30 days, actually. I was on a lot of acid. But, bro, cause I'm a deadhead for true. Word. Super hippie.
So shit.
I'm just from the hood. I'm still a gangsta ass nigga, y'all. Please don't try me. But I'm on peace and love right now. Right. I realized in high school I was getting way too many fights. Oh shit. I'm like, damn, this is my 3 millionth fight since kindergarten. God damn. I gotta chill. Like since kindergarten, I'm missing every other week of school.
Nigga stay in high school.
Yeah, bro. No, nobody know all the words to Golden Girls like me. I was at OSS. Fuck that.
Oh shit!
I was like,
We caught all the Maury and shit in the morning.
Everything, bro. And I'm thinking like, I'm in kindergarten. What lesson am I learned by not being able to go to school? That was the dumbest shit to suspend somebody at the age of 5.
Right.
They need to be there learning.
Right.
Put them in ISS, I say that. But OSS should not be an option for 5-year-olds.
Damn, that's crazy.
Right?
That's some wild shit. I don't think I ever got was ISS. My mom was not having that shit. She's like, he going to school. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
He going to school. So, shout out to moms. Everybody. The last time I got a fight was in the 8th grade. It was an emotional ass fight. My goddamn grandmama had died. She basically raised me since Dad was born.
Mm-hmm.
My grandma had died, and I came back to school. Like the first day back, this nigga said some slick ass shit. So I was like, my little ass. I've been the same height since 7th grade, nigga. So my little ass squared up with this nigga. I got about 4 good hits in. Nigga hit me. Damn, I swole up so fast. I ain't gonna cap like I was up beat that dog, nigga. I got hit in the fucking eye. I was done. I was like, fuck this shit. And I walked away like some white boy shit. Fuck this shit. And I left. And the niggas was like, yeah, we're gonna have to suspend you. My mom was like, hell nah. You give him ISS. ISS was like the most bullshit. Yeah. It's literally getting you mentally ready for fucking jail, dude.
It is. I lost my virginity in ISS.
What the fuck? How the fuck you do that?
Yeah, man. I fucked my arch rival's cousin, my nemesis, in ISS just to fuck him.
At school?
At school.
What was the fucking teacher?
Lunch. Yeah. He left for lunch. His assistant was this widow lady that wanted to be cool with all the black kids. So
yeah.
She was around the corner chilling. She had BET up high. Letting the kid watch BET and ISS. Bro, I'm back there.
Shit. What school did you go to, bro?
I'm from Caldwell, Georgia. Chris County High, right outside of Albany. It's 229? Country. 229, baby. 229. But yeah, bro, shit was real. And I've been like, look, a lot of people in high school, like, I've been fat most of my life, and I got an identical twin brother.
Oh shit, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's hard.
And we used to get in fights. We used to beat people's ass, but because we were fat twins, bitches would still go around saying, "Twin got beat up today." I'm standing over the nigga, he bleeding. The rumor is still I lost. Niggas can win fights they won just because we were fat.
Right.
It had to be the narrative that we lost.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild shit.
Because the girls like the pretty niggas we beat up, so they lie for they niggas.
Oh, wow. He beat their ass. I swole and shit.
I swole. He looked bad. One nigga had my twin brother's class ring indented under his eye. And they still saying he beat my twin. My twin ain't got no scratch on him.
He beat him mentally.
Yeah, he daydreamed at it.
Some wild shit, man.
No offense to Dante, you my homie now. We fam now. But you know Jamal beat the shit out your ass in that line. He kept picking on him, bro. Kept hitting him with his hairbrush because he was short and fat. And Jamal turned around one day, bow, 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 bow. Basketball coach had to grab him. You about to hurt my player. Jamal hit the coach off of him.
Fucking on my franchise.
Mm-hmm. And the worst part is though, most of the franchise players in our high school were mentally stunted. In some cities, they would have named them retarded. Wow. Even though they were smart, they just did not have to utilize their brain.
They wanted them to be
even him, like I said, Dante, you family, and I'm not calling you stupid. They didn't take him academically. Any of our sports stars in Chris County academically serious. The ones that were academically serious were already academically serious because their parents wanted them to be.
Right.
And half the time they were white. It was like we had black geniuses. Like some of these kids couldn't pass class, but they remember your phone number from 9th grade right now. Everybody in their graduating class, like a Rolodex, bro.
Fucking Rain Man.
Rain Man ass niggas, bro. I got one. His name, bro. He one of the best rappers you'll ever hear. He grabbed the football first time, threw it 75 yards. This is after graduation.
Wow.
Never threw a football before. I gave him my skateboard. He kick flipped it on first try. Like, man, he's a savant.
Right.
But they told him he was retarded, so he acts retarded.
Yeah.
He needs you to hold his hand through everything. But
mentally crippling people.
Yeah. But we do it to lie in the black community just for a check. Also, shout out to Tukey.
What up, Tuke?
Got this ashtray yesterday at the pop-up. Nice little hat. I got a funny rag around somewhere, y'all, but all y'all got funny rags. That ain't shit. But they're amazing. They're beautiful. And support black businesses. Support your fucking friends, y'all.
Right. Support everybody while they're here.
While they're here.
Yeah, man.
There's too many people played Nipsey music after he died that never played it before.
I'm gonna say I'm guilty. I'm guilty, but I admit that shit. But when I did and I saw like the impact, when I played that shit at Mother, my homegirl Sid came through, and she was like, "Nigga, you need to play some Nipsey tonight." I was like, "Okay," and I had something in the stash and shit. So I played some joints. And the crowd was fucking crazy. It was still one of my like top 5 favorite gigs of 2019 when we played that Nipsey and had that shit for.
And it's wild because, so a few years ago, thanks to the young guy at Westwood P, and Tyree at Artlanta, we had the fucking Phillips Arena, bro.
What?
We did an art show in the hallway, and with beer and tacos, did an event in the actual Phillips Arena.
Oh shit! Okay.
So you had to walk through the art show where it was Uzi, it was Bankroll, R.I.P. Bank, fucking Ty Dollar Signs.
Okay.
There's a lot of people, but we there smoking in the locker room with people I never thought I'd meet, chilling, selling art. I met Chilio that night. Paper Frank got closer, but we realized he was from Savannah originally. We knew a lot of the same people, same spots, and somebody tell us like, "Yo, let's go to center stage." And I don't know what the fuck center stage is at that time. I just knew that like 3 months before this, and got like head forth in everything. Just went straight to work from being a young rapper in Savannah. But bruh, they was like, "Let's go to center stage." And like we like, why? Boy, Nipsey doing a show, and this is like 5 years ago. Bro, that Nipsey show was so lit. We didn't even make it. And they're like, we gonna go backstage. Everybody gonna get on stage. We just gonna rock with Nip. And bro, like, just the fact that he let people do that shows like the kind of person he was. Even in Atlanta, he come through. Like half the people he didn't know, like he had like Marion Mariba and shit like that. And I'm just mad I missed it, bro. Because niggas was tired, bro. We had set that up. We were working all night. Like we were ready to go home. Saw pictures later, videos. Nip had that bitch up.
Wow, I'm gonna peep that shit. Nah, I never knew him, but a lot of my friends from LA and shit was cool with him. My homie Sid, and you know what I'm saying, niggas I knew, like was close to those people, my nigga J Live. So certain niggas I knew him, I knew of him, but I never really gasped on to be like the hugest fan at the time. But then some artists are like that. Their personality and their legacy supersedes when they were here. You know what I'm saying? I remember watching like a Basquiat's like documentary a few years ago, and it was like kind of just like seeing that part of it, like how people really appreciate individuals as they're gone. So like that craft supersedes their life physically being here. So you know.
But I mean, Basquiat got to enjoy it for a second.
Yeah.
At least he did. Like that's why I be getting mad. Like I was talking to my homeboy in the last podcast. Like Jay-Z's not the new Basquiat, you guys. He just got hair like him. Basquiat died 26. Heroin. Jay-Z not doing heroin and fucking white women. Let's just be real.
He might. You'll be surprised. Nah, Jay. But shit, I mean, yeah, that's the thing about him. He represents. I feel like Jay represents a lot of our OGs as far as like peers goes, because he's close to like our OGs age, like late 40s, early 50s, by even be. And like he laid a lot of the foundation out for them and like how to like be a family man, businessman, transition from being in the streets. So Jay has had like six or seven different lives. Like if you do like you even look on IG and they show like the different looks or like identities of like Kanye and like new niggas like Uzi and all this shit like that. He's like that nigga's got like a 30-year span of that shit. Like now
that's my favorite thing about Jay-Z is he makes people think that. Jay-Z is the same person he was from day one. He's a scumbag drug dealer. And what do scumbag drug dealers do? They sell you whatever the fuck you want. If like I was a scumbag drug dealer at one point, and I didn't sell heroin, but if you wanted heroin, I was gonna get it for you. You know what I'm saying? You want this woke, you want this 444, I'm gonna give you this 444. Not that I believe in it, because you want it. I want to change with the times in order to keep making money. That's a drug dealer's mentality. So, like, it's not that he's a different person. It's just that his crowd has changed. He
showed you different packaging.
He showed you packaging that you wanted. He showed you whatever you wanted to buy.
Marketing fucking genius.
Mm-hmm.
Marketing genius. That's awesome. Bro, I didn't even think about it. That's hard.
Yeah. Like, every black man's a family man, if you think about it.
Right.
Like, these niggas aren't bad baby daddies. They just wish they didn't get this girl pregnant. Like, that's really what it is. It's not the child that they don't want to be bothered with. Trust me. It's the person they had the child with.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Because y'all think, well, he should have got her pregnant. Well, you really think that she's the same person now she was then? Let's not be stupid. Niggas was fucking her because she was nice then. She's not nice anymore. You're a different person. So I don't want to be around you. It's not the child.
Let me say something too. Like, you can be, people be like, oh, you shouldn't have rushed to be physical. You shouldn't have rushed to do. You can live in the same house with somebody for years, and they don't show their fucking face until they want to show their fucking face, or until circumstances present them to show their true face. You think about that shit, dude?
Niggas will be married 20 years. On the 20th year, your wife decides they want 8 side niggas to go to whole orgies and shit. Right. And they never knew that wife would even make this decision.
She was thinking it, or she was acting on certain things early in her life. Then, you know what I'm saying?
Just getting married in your 20s is stupid. Sorry, y'all. If you can handle it, handle it.
Yeah.
But if you know you got a wandering vagina or a wandering dick, stay single, have fun.
It's hard to, another thing in your 20s, it's very hard. It's hard anytime, but it's even harder in your 20s to present to your partner, look, I still like bitches. Like, I love you, but it doesn't mean that I don't think other women are attractive. Or if the certain one came on, maybe I'll, whatever. Or maybe we should have an open relationship. These things in conversation has just been new in the past, like, fucking 4 years or some shit. Yeah. Like, motherfuckers wasn't cool with that shit. When I was engaged in, like, 2010, that shit was not cool to be saying you want to have open relationships, fucking poly and all that other shit. Not saying these things didn't exist, but it just wasn't accepted into mainstream culture. We barely living together and shit wasn't even okay back then.
But it changed because of, like, and y'all know I'm not a fan of this white supremacist feminism, but this new fourth wave feminism has, like, it opened up, like, sexuality. Like, I'm a woman, I want to have sex with other women. Mm-hmm. Rappers made this shit cool, like Boosie and Dro, and now it's normalized. Okay, so now they got options. They can have sex whenever they want to. Right. They don't want to be tied down right now.
Nah, they don't flip up.
And so when they discovered poly and open relationship, they're running at it. Especially like 2021, most of them would rather run at it. When you see guys at that age, great fathers, ready to be husbands, like, look at the baby, amazing father.
Right.
But it's normalized what should have been normalized in the first place, because if you look at, like, the history of mankind, we were poly before we were monogamous. Monogamy is a new thing. It's unnatural, but it's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just unnatural. And within saying that is, you have to understand that the person you're with is gonna be attracted to other people. The whole show of loyalty is, even if they're attracted to other people, they still only fuck with you. That's a decision. Right. Like, you can be attracted to whoever you want, but be loyal. If you decide that you want monogamy, be fucking loyal. Right. Being poly is natural. Being monogamous is a choice. It's a choice you made, and you have to respect. But anyway, enough about that shit. Bro, it is Juneteenth weekend. This is a special day, bro. I'm telling you, I'm black as fuck. I'm militant as shit. I come from a militant background, bro. Family, everything. I used to walk around high school. Like, look at this infestation of a white devil all in my people's face, interacting with us. fucking poisoning our system, making us want the things they cherish, making our women think they not beautiful with they curly hair, but they beautiful locks, straightening it, fake eyelashes, all this shit, this white influence. That was me in high school, bruh.
Yeah.
This was also me with the white hippies at the back of school in high school. You know, I'm a Gemini, man, duality.
Right.
Just like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying all white people are evil. I have some of the greatest white friends a man could ever get. But the system of white supremacy is evil. White privilege is evil. That what we have to go through every day when a cop goes by me, I'm scared of a cop walking by me more than I am a nigga who gun is showing. Like he got a gun in the waist, he don't give a fuck about nothing.
Right.
Like I know some cold-hearted monsters, and they don't scare me as much as a white cop does.
Right. It's the backing, it's the muscle they have behind them. It's not the individual.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's scared of this actual person, but it's like the muscle you have behind you, and all the things like it's been. All this shit would have never happened if people would have made these officers of the law accountable from the beginning. You can't. It's just like you let so much shit slide, and then we get into a digital era when things are just like right in my fucking face. I don't give a fuck about what they just told me in school. I can see this shit right here. People are living through their own experiences. Once they step outside of the real world, you start to see me as an art student in college. I commingle with a lot of different people, and then even like when I was like commingle with my the other students that were like gay and shit, and then hearing about like the racist shit they go to in Midtown and shit, like dealing with that shit, and like so there's like so just because you're a gay white man doesn't mean you can't still be racist and shit, and then trying to tell people that shit. When I worked in Midtown, like niggas, that motherfucker like be saying some bullshit too, like
bruh, that Dave Chappelle. That part of his special.
Right.
And he's like, the white gay man driving the car. It's like, prejudice. We've been through these streets before. We built them. I'm still a white man.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, and that's real because as most, like you said, like with art school, like with me, I went to Tuskegee first. And if you trying to develop a social network to become a millionaire, billionaire, and oh God, I'm going to lose a lot of fans here. Right now, HBCUs are not that place because college is about networking and getting comfortable with people you don't know how to be comfortable around, and you already know how to be comfortable around your own people. Right. You already know how to cope. You already know what's going to go on day to day, and most of those people are in college for menial jobs. A lot of HBCUs only focus on 2 or 3 majors and make them the main focus of the entire college. So a lot of majors at HBCUs are left behind in the dust. Like Tuskegee Law Program, there isn't one, but they have one, but there isn't one. Good luck. That's what they say. We got like 2 professors. Good luck.
Right.
So what I'm saying is, when I went to Armstrong in Savannah and sold dope at SCAD at the art school. When you sell dope at the art school, you pretty much like have the art school at your fingers. Like I was in the studio, I was in the drawing labs, I was a photo miner. I did like dual enrollment there for a little while because the professors knew me from just walking around the halls.
Right.
And because I had friends there too, like it wasn't like I was just there. Like I was in a whole rap group with SCAD students and some locals, and 2 Olympic weightlifters who quit weightlifting in the Olympics to rap with us.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this guy was the strongest 16-year-old in the nation. Dropped out of high school, became a rapper. Wow. Yeah, we almost made it. But like, you know, engineer, producer, other niggas got real cocky when our numbers started going up, but forgot our numbers were going up not because of their talent, but because of me and my twin brothers' marketing skills. We would sit on that computer every day sending our music to shithole countries, as Trump would say. I was gonna say like Yugoslavia, all those Eastern European places.
No cap. When I used to like about 4 years ago when they started making it available to check your like analytics and shit on IG. A lot of people that was following me and was hitting me up and like fucking with my music were from like Eastern European countries and Russia and shit. And they would see that my Atlanta engagement was so low. It was like less than 50%.
Which is awesome. Money Man said, that's great. Don't get rich when you sleep.
Right, yeah. But it's sometimes it's like
you're having a dope boy.
Yeah.
I mean, dope B.
True.
But yeah, that's how my engagement is. Like, even though this podcast, like, you go to YouTube, my engagement is everybody that I know, like my subscribers. I know these people personally. But my Instagram likes for this shit don't come from Atlanta. 75% male, 90% outside between the ages of 17 and 24. That's my Instagram engagement.
Okay.
Which was cool. Because, you know, I love Atlanta. Like, I love this place since I was a kid. I'm from Georgia. This is our capital. A lot of Atlanta locals like to do that. You ain't from here. I'm like, bro, this is the capital. The whole country, the whole state owns this city.
Right.
Because anything that happens in our city, most of the time has come through y'all.
Right.
We have to come up here for college, for high school championships. This is a capital of our shit. We have the same governor. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
For those who don't know, there's a saying. It goes, there's Atlanta and there's the rest of Georgia.
Yeah.
So it's just like but it's no different. If you're in New York City, there's New York City, and the rest of like New York is completely fucking different than New York City. It's like there's parts of New York, you honestly, in upstate New York, that you honestly wouldn't know you was in Atlanta or you was in New York between all the fucking, you know what I'm saying, as far as like the regular infrastructure, and then also all the green foliage around and shit like that.
Not just the regular infrastructure. The Catskill Mountains are in in New York. Catskills still have redneck hillbillies that speak like this. Right in New York. They speak that like this, and they hate niggas. Come on now. 12 Years a Slave was in those mountain ranges.
Oh, shit.
That movie, like, most people didn't really pay attention to 12 Years a Slave or actually see the movie. You realize that that wasn't a movie during slavery times. It was like maybe 100 and something years after slavery.
Right.
They just didn't tell their slaves. They kept breeding the slaves that they had.
Right.
Because they couldn't buy new ones.
Right.
So he was only 12 years a slave because at the end he realized he was a free man. He was in America free.
Right.
He didn't know. That is a true story. Like, that's the backstory of 12 Years a Slave, y'all didn't know. Oh, you straight?
Straight. I'm a lightweight. Everybody know that.
Damn.
Everybody know I'm lightweight.
He didn't get to the second segment.
It's all good.
The dab.
Oh, I can hit that. That's
Oh,
cool.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't make sure, bro, because... Oh, God. This has nothing to do with him at all, but shout out to Spliff Huxtable. Because we be getting high. Yeah. But, yeah, that's another thing, bro. Because we don't really get to conversate a lot. Ben and Jerry's is winning.
Oh, yeah.
Mentality-wise. They always have been.
Ben and Jerry's is I would say the business mindset that small man, what's the old man? The old white, see, that's why he's the old white man who was running for Democrat. Bernie, he's legitimately like Bernie. And I used to work with old white men that were always like, it's always that one like old white guy who like legit kind of came up in the 60s, hippie. 70s, hippie and shit like that. And they really weren't the ingredients of a lot of their fucking white friends and shit, mindsets and shit. It just seemed dumb. You know what I'm saying? They liked the fucking music. They loved it. They enjoyed the culture. You know what I'm saying? And then also like cannabis, things like that all partake in a lot of things that brought people together. So I fucked some Ben and Jerry with a taxing ass and a lactose intolerant.
Yeah, they got the non-dairy though.
Oh fuck, yeah, that was for the game.
Yeah.
That coconut, we got some like top.
Coconut milk shit.
What?
Oh no, I like oat milk better though.
Oat milk?
Oat milk is good.
I'm a chocolate cashew milk. That's my fucking favorite.
I can't do flavored milks no more. You know, when my 30s hit, it was like, hey, sweet shit. You fat. I've been fat.
Those things become treats.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like that whole tub of ice cream I ate last week. We haven't talked about that though. But I was high. No. But with Ben and Jerry, it's like to expand on what he said. Elaborate. It's like they remind me of Jerry, Andy Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Like Grateful Dead. Like back in the '60s, you could be a burnout hippie and still be a scholar, like still be a professional person. Because, like, I hate to go in the race, but these white families, these baby boomers will not know hope. They were like, hey, I might believe differently, I may have a liberal mindset, but my daddy took care of our family. I'm gonna take care of my family because I'm gonna be a father and a husband too. So they still went to college, they still got their degrees. They were hippies during college. They were out there like still ready to go to the professional world with the hippie mindset though. But they still like Steve Jobs, people like that. Like, but today we turned like hippies into bums. Like the kind of hippies we have now, and there's no offense to any of my friends or hippies, because you know me, I bummed with y'all. I held signs on the side of the road. We got change on the way to festivals. We went from festival to festival. You can be a professional hippie, y'all. You can be a professional militant. You can fight the system from the inside.
You can be a professional hotel.
Yeah, you can be a professional hotel. You can be well, we gotta stop thinking, I'm a hippie now, let me be a creative. Boy, look, how many people gonna draw? And there's no disrespect. Art is needed more than anything in the world. How many people gonna rap? How many people sing? How many people gonna draw? While you still got one sole white man, trying to go to Mars right now, leading the tech industry. Elon Musk. That's a whole open industry of whatever you think of next that's cool, that's what's gonna make you $1 billion.
Right.
We could get in on that so easily.
I feel like this is the thing. I think majority of us started out that way. When I was watching like documentaries of, and I would say us, I mean like the culture. The 70s, basketball players obviously were not making what the fuck they make right now. Them niggas still had regular fucking jobs and shit.
Not only that, they weren't even like scholarly people. No disrespect,
right.
But like compared to athletes today, the education that these athletes have, monumentously better.
Yeah.
Like the way they form words, everything, speak, their feelings,
right.
their intactness with their emotions.
Right.
Back then, they would literally not educate athletes on purpose. We only want you to do this.
Right.
But continue.
Yeah. So I feel like the ones that did still like have a balance of like they still had to have a job, a career, and then that still pursuing their dreams. And at the same time, I think about it like this: you can do all those amazing things. You could be a rapper, artist, visual artist, whatever. But at the same time, there still needs to be people that represent that group or that mindset in other positions, in higher positions, political positions, that become teachers, instructors. I appreciate one of the people I really appreciate, and Maya was talking about a while ago. I appreciate how Maya is like, he's him. I've seen videos of him and images of him like in like multiple different settings, but he's always in the fucking set. He always represents that community, our community, a group, at the highest caliber, and I feel like that's something that I strive to be as time goes on, is to be able to jump from different areas and stuff like that, because you need somebody from that scene and that era to be able to be on different boards and different meetings about.
You're talking about my baby.
Yeah, and talking about like whatever's going on in that community, what gets torn down, what gets built.
I'm laughing.
Yeah.
Because your episode comes out right after his episode.
Oh no, cap.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up?
The other day.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's my mentor.
Oh, what's up? Oh, dope.
Yeah, that's like.
Yeah.
When I got during the Atlanta days, like I just like magnetically like, hey, I gotta have some conversations with you.
Right.
I need some help.
Right.
And he just gave me, but like the way he talked to even the people like apprentices or mentors.
Yeah.
Like we just like fair weather mentor. But like he still talks to them like they're either his peers or his children.
Right.
And he's not a crass person to his children. Right. Like he's very gentle in the way he speaks, and he's very like, I don't understand this, explain it to me. Right. Like he's very humble with it. And Maya's a great guy.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Hell yeah, shout out.
Like people like him, me, Westwood, like we have to be involved in the politics around us for the people that aren't, and show them that it's really easy. to like be involved, and it will not interrupt your life, it won't interrupt your flow. It won't even make you a politician. It won't. Just to be involved in politics, just involved in what's going on in your neighborhood, just to see where the money's going and demand that the money go elsewhere. Because this is your tax dollars. You should have control over what they're choosing to use it on.
Right.
Like an art grant that went unnoticed because our former mayor was using it to, anyway, edit that out. But it's just a real thing out here because like people used to be joking around, kidding, and then being serious all of a sudden. Like just saying some real shit and then going back to kiki ha ha.
Right.
But at this time I find it hard to even go back to laughing sometimes because like I put it like this. The young kids out there in the streets rioting, protesting, and I don't give a fuck if they're looting. That's not my business. They're fed up because the generation right before us that grew up in the 90s let so much shit slide.
You got content.
They got content. Like when you like, well, like when the riot first happened in Atlanta, and so many people were like, not our city, not this. It's the same as when slaves were like, well, my master don't treat me as bad as yours does. This is a good plantation. They give us stuff here.
Right.
It's still a plantation, y'all.
Yeah.
Chill. But what I'm saying is these kids are like disappointed or angry and they're not gonna let shit slide.
Right.
But at the same time, they're also lacking a lot of understanding, like the cancel culture and all that.
Yeah.
Like, I talked to somebody that's under 25 and they're like, as black people, we need to stop with this. We don't care if OJ did it. That is a murderer. It's not cool. And I'm like, all right, see, but what you're not understanding is the amount of concussions this man had playing as an NFL player. Do you know he was an NFL player?
They don't even know that.
Yeah, like this man suffered concussion after concussion on a weekly basis, sometimes at practice. Do you think he was in his right mind or the same person he's ever been before? He wasn't OJ as he was as a child. He was, I got so many concussions, I don't know what the fuck the world is, OJ at that point. Fresh off the NFL. Like, have you seen him acting in Naked Gun? You can tell this man has mental issues.
He's not all the way there.
Yeah. But y'all just want to be like, he's a grown black man. Black men are accountable. Black women aren't. I'm just going to throw that out. You're holding somebody accountable for his concussions. No, I'm not ever going to fault OJ for what he did. And for what he did was in a crime of passion. We can all say that. But think about a crime of passion in somebody's mind that's completely deteriorated.
Right.
That escalates it. Me, I walk in and my best friend sleeping with my ex-wife or wife, I'm a snap. I'm gonna cuss him out. Or I'm gonna be like, okay, y'all got it.
Right.
I'm gonna walk out.
Right.
Go ahead, renegotiate my alimony.
Right, right.
I'm gonna get shit right because I have a rational brain.
Right.
I didn't get concussions in sports. I was lucky. But like, no, like they're missing like backstory. They go head in for shit. Some of the shit is just click cut. Fuck Doja Cat. But some of the cancer shit, like the J. Cole shit, is just childish at this moment. Like y'all have no accountability. Like so, if a man corrects a woman, he's a misogynistic. But women spend all day telling men how they're wrong.
Right.
Let's not do that anymore. Let's get off that white supremacist feminism. Let's get off that bitches ain't shit. And let's come together as black people and defeat our enemy and put our foots on their neck until we have an equal seat at the table. If there's 12 chairs, we need 6. Hey, whoo, y'all would be glad I got a filter because I was going to offend so many other people. Anyway, not saying that Mexicans or Asians don't need a seat, but they're the...
There's black people in all of them, so they need to be the seats too. Shout out to all my Filipinos, shout out to all my Panamanians, my Dominicans.
And that's exactly what I was going to say.
So the
reason I say we need 6 is because we don't have a home to go back to, really.
Right.
None of us know what tribe we come from for the most part, which country we were stolen from, on the west coast of Africa, not Egypt. Other nationalities can go home and be themselves and only be around themselves.
Right.
And that's something that we will never have the luxury of having. We can move to Africa. We just pick a country and go.
We can move there, but it's not going to be the
saying, this is our home right now, and we need 6 seats at the table.
And
that's 12.
And if people don't understand, that's why people are very passionate and upset right now, because it's like, this is all we got.
We would.
Nigga, when people say, but this is the shit you were saying. One of my favorite comedians is Paul Mooney, and Paul Mooney,
genius,
saying some wild, he was saying some dope ass shit that and be decades ahead. And like he was saying, like it's like, okay, so would I fight to would being fighting to be so African, and then it's feeling like, you ever thought like, shit, them niggas never came and got you, nigga? He said any other country would have had a war if somebody took their people. So sometimes there is a sense of animosity sometimes between African Americans and Africans.
And I try to squash that. Like, I explain to people like that when Paul Mooney said that, I laughed my ass off. Yeah. Then 5 years later, after really thinking about it, I was like, bruh, they didn't even know where to come get us from.
Right.
They didn't even know where we had been taken.
Right.
Or where to go. Right. Because look at the drop-off spots. Jamaica, the whole Caribbean. They drop people off South America. And then, you know, ones that were lucky enough to survive and make it here, got here. But a lot of our cousins, and I'm going to say cousins, because yard man like to say a lot, but yard man's still relative. A lot of our cousins were dropped off in the Caribbean. And some of the Caribbean countries definitely do not have the luxuries we have. Especially when it comes like hurricane time.
Right. Yeah.
But the thing we have to realize is those like slavery wasn't that long ago. Everybody in the Caribbean is basically our 5th, 6th cousin. Like that's family right there. Right. But even they, when they come to America, have a home to go back to. It's not their original home. But it's a home. Yeah, they have a culture built. It's just them, for the most part. You know, you got coolies, but see if you can twist that like a medicine container.
Hey, so I don't workouts.
Yeah, man. I got arthritis. Skateboarding fucked me up because I'm always the guy who catches myself on my hands.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I got 20 ACL right now.
Oh shit.
You know, I still got these TAC diamonds here, so we're gonna get my guy high. Yeah, because like sometimes we just need to get high, sit down, and think. Because it's Juneteenth weekend, y'all. I've been out all weekend, being black as fuck, being black as I possibly can, and celebrating everybody else who's out here being black as fuck. This is the thickest, livest Juneteenth I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
Yeah, you know what? But I think honestly, this is gonna be something that's gonna be the new normal. I feel
yes.
Like. Because every coach, just like you were saying, like every culture kind of has something to go back to and something to celebrate. Whether it's my Puerto Ricans, they have Puerto Rican Day Parade in New York. You know, every culture pretty much has a day. The Caribbeans in Atlanta, y'all have y'all dope ass cool.
Even Cali Day in Atlanta.
Cali Day, there's a Bronx Day, there's all these things.
New York Day in Atlanta.
So we can have one cohesive day for people of color that are in America. You know what I'm saying?
It's not about the end of slavery. It is about the end of slavery in Galveston, Texas. Right. No, we're celebrating being black in America right now and trying to just do our thing. Survive, not get killed, and change a lot of this shit. A lot of this shit from old white men with wigs. Yeah, he gonna die for a second, y'all.
Shit.
This shit's amazing.
Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, God. And like, I'm gonna get back to my comedians meetup next week, y'all. I promise you. I still got 2 episodes to drop, but it's gonna be a little break in between there because I just ain't felt funny. I love the comedians that I do the show with, the variety of ones, and soon there's gonna be a live action show starting probably in August or September. But like, I'm not risking anybody's health right now. But I've been laughing. Don't get me wrong. All Def Digital. Like, shout out to All Def Digital. Like, Russell Simmons brought back Def comedy in a great way, and it's black. It's black as fuck. But you know, he got Me Too'd, and he ran away. So I'm pretty sure he's guilty. But yeah, Probably not. Probably just didn't want to sit in the jail. But I wasn't there. But my biggest thing about like black comedy is it's gone, but it's there. It's still black comedians like Def Comedy, Comic View out there working in the clubs, doing their thing. But right now you have to tell all-inclusive millennial humor if you want to get big. Like, you can't make fun of any race, particular person. You can't say bitch like you used to. You can't really talk about sex the way you used to be able to.
I say, I gotta check. Some girl try to check me about that shit. I say bitch all the time. Bitch!
I got a campaign. We say bitch. We say bitch boy. We only use the word queen. All these bitches ain't queens, they're bitches. You have a bitch ass attitude. You're only nice to the niggas you dick you sucking. Other than that, you shit on black men. You mean as fuck to anybody you don't know. You glued to your server. Like, no,
right.
No, you're a bitch. Not a queen.
I'm gonna keep it real.
Not a boss for that shit.
Niggas know I've been working like retail for years. You probably don't see me every fucking job around Atlanta. So like, legit, niggas just start being nice to niggas that serve them. Cause like niggas be like,
I've been a server for 10 years.
Mad nice
bro.
lately, mad nice. Niggas is never. It'd be like just a few. You had your few regulars that was cool as fuck.
Yeah.
They always look out, or they just always got good energy.
And I don't know how many views this is gonna get, but tip 20%. Your server doesn't get paid, but $2 an hour.
Right.
Anyway, keep going.
Shit, tip, man. Tip out. Tip everybody. Tip, show some love, man.
Tip your bartender. Tip the doorman.
DJ, nigga.
People used to tip everybody back in the day.
Yeah.
If you're doing a service, you should get tipped.
Show you some love.
Who cutting your grass shouldn't just get paid, she get tipped.
Right.
The bitch doing your nails, she get tipped, ladies. She having to deal with your fungus. She having to deal with your nasty ass, I just chewed on my nails. She having to deal with the jizz under your nails. But you scratching your dirty little coochies.
And that's what I'm saying. And then people could say, well, they're doing their job. Look, you could do the same job if you want to. Obviously, you don't want to.
Y'all fingernails be smelling like butt. Keep going.
That's why you go to somebody. So, you know what I'm saying? I come on here, it ain't going to be all right. But the nigga that do it, he doing it for me.
He an artist.
He's an artist. I'm going to support him. I'm going to show him more love and pay him more than what he's, you know what I'm saying, pay him his worth. If you don't think nobody's worth the tip, then maybe you shouldn't go to that place. Because they're not doing an extraordinary job or up to your liking. Or maybe you need to reevaluate what the fuck you think is someone's job and going above and beyond. You know what I'm saying? Providing a service. It's a service. It's not a necessity. So
I became like an art broker because a lot of artists don't know their worth. They like undercharging people.
Right.
Like for big, huge wall size shit. My best friend almost just got paid $200. And this girl is one of the most amazing artists you've seen in your life. No. Black people need to get paid what they deserve, and you need to be okay with paying it. And that's just real, because you will walk into these other people's stores and pay it and walk out with no problem. On the phone still, not even questioning shit. Yeah, girl, how much you said? Okay.
Adding all the
Yeah.
It's cool. We know y'all had them cards anyway.
We know y'all swiping anyway.
Swipe up.
Swipe up, bro.
Free my nigga, man.
Free them all. Especially back to what the Ben and Jerry shit. The fact that they're advocating for the people in legal marijuana states to be freed if you committed it's so stupid that you legalize marijuana and there's still black men in jail in all these states who just sold marijuana.
Right.
They have no violent crimes or only charges of just marijuana.
Right.
But then white men come and make millions. And Ben and Jerry is literally saying just this.
Right.
Like, it just hurts to see our country literally ignore shit like that.
It's wild because at the same time, people were, but I feel like they weren't as much. When they were advocating these laws and shit like that. There were only a few amount of people that were that kept that in their mind. Like, well, what about the people that went to jail for this? Yeah, you want it to be legal, so you obviously don't become a criminal in their eyes and in society and shit like that. So I'm pretty sure you got friends, family that was doing this shit before. Who, you know what I'm saying? Yo, dope boy, what about that nigga? That nigga locked up now for that shit. But then you don't think about that shit. That's selfish as fuck and inconsiderate. But it's like it's one of those systemic things or things like people do subconsciously because it's out of sight, out of mind, not my fucking problem. I didn't get caught. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shit, somebody got to take the L. Shit.
These politicians would be mad as fuck if their coke guy went to jail.
Right.
Or if your liquor was illegal again.
Facts.
Yeah.
Think about like shit. Like man, it's only been what 10 years you could buy liquor in Atlanta. Remember that shit? Like in Atlanta, you on Sundays you couldn't buy liquor.
Oh, that's yeah.
That shit is still fucking new, and it was like Cobb County was like dead ass last to let niggas do that shit. Clayco dead ass last.
I'm gonna be 100% with you, bro.
What?
That's all of Georgia. Atlanta is probably one of the only cities that's approved Sunday liquor sales outside of Savannah, Georgia.
No cap, for real.
Yeah, like in my where I come from. Let me think. You can buy Sunday liquor. Liquor store closes early, but we when somebody says they're a dry county, you have to go into the specifics of it. My county's a dry county because restaurants aren't allowed to serve alcohol
on Sunday.
Ever.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Except for bars, so only bars serve.
There are no bars.
There are no bars. It's completely dry.
You got to go outside to the country, to bars or in the strip club.
So they feel like it's a wholesome place. Something you should
we're in the Bible Belt.
Okay.
And my city's 7% black, but all the old white city councilmen, the Chamber of Commerce, they run the city. We have no mayor, and the sheriff runs the city.
Okay.
They came together and decided that mixed drinks get you drunk faster.
Okay.
Because around like the 80s and the 70s, car wreck, drunk driver, you know what I'm saying?
And you said they had drinks, not beer?
Niggas was dying. But then, being 30, I sit back, think about it, and I'm like, man, I got really drunk last night because I did not know that drink was that strong. They were telling the truth. Mixed drinks can get you drunk faster because you're just throwing that sweet shit back. And if you're drinking rum interacts with the rest of the sugar because it's made from sugar cane. And bro, you just drunk for hours after that. Yeah. The next day,
can't shake that shit off.
Can't shake rum off, bro. So they were kind of right, but still it's stupid because you made sure your city can't grow. There's universities being built in my little small town,
right?
But no Red Lobster,
right.
Which is trash. But like mom and pop places, little local taco mat shit like that can't open. Right. They just can't.
Right.
Which still makes our town,
which are an essential
GDP
jobs.
per capita. Every household makes $17,000 a year. If you're not probably like one of the middle class whites there, which are more than a few. All my white friends have way more stuff to me, and that's normal.
Right.
But one of them drove a Jag to school in the country. Like, you know what I'm saying? His dad was a lawyer. I knew no black lawyers at that time. One of the richest people in our town was the barber. And his wife was a teacher, so, their incomes were together. But anyway, I said all that to say this. Tifton, Georgia is dry. Only beer can be sold in that city.
Okay.
And there's a college there. That sucks. So, like, Georgia is pretty much a dry county, Bible Belt-ish shit. Because Alabama with the Tuskegee, no alcohol sales on Sunday. And that's a college town. Right. Shit. If that college wasn't there, that place would be a ghost town.
Right.
So, like, it's wild when you go to other cities and you see their liquor law. Like, liquor being sold in grocery stores.
Nigga, in the grocery store, nigga, check this. And like Miami, but even in Miami, like, who did, it was like, I was like, oh shit.
Florida's not part of the South. Anyway.
Right. It's 4 o'clock
really...
in the morning, you can still go to the liquor store. When I was in LA, 7 o'clock in the morning, we was about to go to we was headed towards the beach, and then we was gonna go Six Flags, some other shit. So niggas was trying to go ahead and get like some liquor and shit. Now, I was like, it's like 7 o'clock. That shit open? Like, yeah, the liquor store's open just like the corner store, like early in the morning and shit. But you cannot get a chicken biscuit. I learned that. There's no such thing as that in LA. Anyway, but
in LA?
Yeah, nah, it's just like some shit.
Oh no. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Like these are all like LA people, and just like her right there, she lives in Atlanta.
Okay.
But they don't know about a lot of southern shit, bro. Like a moon pie. They don't know what the fuck that was.
Really?
Yeah. They had an ice cream sandwich. It was oatmeal cookies dipped in chocolate. And then they made an ice cream sandwich. And that's normal, like on their ice cream trucks.
Really?
And I've never heard of shit like that.
You never tried in Atlanta
lemon,
shit like that.
Lemon pepper hot.
Hot, yeah.
They never heard of lemon pepper hot, bro.
Yeah.
Like, the funny part is they got Zero from Hoes on here, right? And one of the comedians, Will Farrell, like Farrell. But he's like, yeah, I'm gonna hook you up with a secret thing. You go get hot wings, and you go to Wingstop and ask them for their lemon pepper wet sauce, and you mix that shit together. And I'm like, bro, you can order that now, Lana. That's lemon pepper hot, nigga. Wet, need it wet, need it wet. Lemon pepper wet, hot, nigga. Let's go.
I'm a weird. I don't like wet wings. I don't like them. My shit be dry. That's why I like Wingstop. Them dry ass wings be busted.
First off, we're gonna get into this. First off, hot honey is the best wings that ever exist.
Okay.
Second off, boy, the Louisiana voodoo from Wingstop. This nigga ain't lying, bro. Them dry rubs at Wingstop is the shit, bro. I had them like 2 months ago, right? And I ordered them twice a week for 3 weeks after that. I was like, y'all don't know these busting. Y'all whatever, get the flavor you want. I just want these. My homegirl was like, I'm like, you know these wings. I ordered the voodoo. She took 2. I was like, hey, never mind. I had a homeboy from Buffalo, and we was at Tuskegee. He ordered a 20-piece. And my twin brother was like, hey, bro, let me get a wing. I said, bro, if I wanted 19, I would have ordered 19.
What a fucking dick.
It's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. I was like, oh, bruh. That was a comeback. That was the most powerful no I've ever heard.
Yo.
And I'm a fat nigga who likes beautiful women.
I can't wait to use that on the bitch.
I can't. If I wanted 19, I would have ordered 19. I wanted you, I ordered you. What's up? I got this one line I use on vegans. Oh, girl, you a vegan? Can I put this eggplant on your grill? Yes. Yes. It works.
Please. Oh, bro.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious, bro. But gonna ask you one more serious question before we get out of here.
Yeah.
Because I found out that my guy grew up in this neighborhood that we're currently filming in. How do you feel about the gentrification in this area right now?
Shit. For me, it feels a little different, but the changes here on the west side is a little different. The changes like happen in certain like hot zones as far as like what people will see as they drive like the strip and shit like that. So like the first like the houses and like the businesses around there, they usually, you know what I'm saying, they're a little dressed up, but the ones by the train station are always a little dressed up or whatever. But not much has changed. But what I can say it's changed. But when I was a kid, I see less addicts around or some wild shit.
Oh, I know.
But I see, but no, like I mean, you can always catch a J at the gas station.
They don't just be walking.
They used to be
the
old as
streets
fuck
no
though.
more. They
Right.
And it's a lot of white families over here too.
Right.
They be jogging and shit. But just so you're happy and comfortable to know, that park still be lit on Saturdays and Sundays. Bro, they be parking in front of my house.
Damn.
Like, you can't even get through there, bro. The sad part is these are grown adult black people. When they leave, you just see tequila bottles everywhere. Just bottles of it's just trash. It's disgusting.
Right.
I'm like, bro, y'all gotta take care of the parks, bro.
Yeah.
Because that gives them more like
ammunition
to take. Yeah.
Take shit away. Just you have to be aware of those things. But yeah, I mean, little stuff like that. When I left this side, I went to the West End after that. Oh, good shit. Tapped out. I went to the West End and seeing like that, what I feel like changed the most for me. Like, especially like when I played, shout out to Lean Draft Bar. When I played down there, like off Cascade and shit like that, all that shit's like totally different to me from when I was a kid. Like,
Lean Draft Bar is shit.
They tacos are busted.
Look, I'm gonna let y'all in on something. Lean draft is a motorcycle and bicycle term. That's when you hit that corner, you lean, you draft into it, get back up, keep going.
Okay.
Leaning down close whipping that back tire into a draft and getting back up and you out. I race bikes, so.
I've never ridden one. I'm gonna have to go with you one, bro.
Oh yeah, one right there.
I need four-wheeler, man. I can't.
Oh no, look, I do fixies where I will pedal my life away. And I will look. I used to in Savannah. We did bike races, Monday night rides, everything. We had a whole bike gang of like bicyclists.
Oh shit!
Like with vest on, rockers, everything. Shout out to my Wolfpack brothers. I need a new rocker.